The sun is finally out. We've had a bunch of rain, but now look at it. Such a beautiful day to be alive. You know what? We may test some tires today. Oh, not yet. There we go. Maybe something in here. Let's see. Oh, it's kind of boring. What do we got in here? We got a few in here. Not really feeling that either. Hold on. I got an idea. Not yet. There's what we came for. The new Jconcepts Rock Bumps. I always say that tires are the hardest thing to test, really, because I get so many people that ask me, what's the best 1.0 tire or what's the best 1.3 tire? And there's really no answer to that whatsoever. I do feel like compounds are something to look at. Jconcepts, they probably have the best compound going right now. Enjora's compound is really good usually, and the Pro line, they've been really good as well. There's a few others sprinkled in here and there, DJ Crawler, and there's a new brand popping up every day, but those are really the top three in my opinion. Jconcepts, probably the best overall. In my opinion, it's all my opinion, but that's why it's hard to really say that, oh, this is the greatest tire ever, or that's the greatest tire, or there is no answer to that. Because every tire performs different on every truck. So a lot of it depends on the weight, the type of truck, the type of terrain, and then that sort of thing. So look, you're going to see, I've been having a blast playing with the dig on this thing. And that's why I just wanted to drive this build, even though these tires really don't fit it the greatest. I would probably prefer to run a little bit larger tire on this most of the time, just because the front's kind of hung up quite a bit. Maybe I should just unband the front shocks. I'm probably going to play with that because it seems like the front of this skid and front links are just hung up all the time. And you'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. But the dig is so fun. You can see coming down that. It just holds me in place. Locking that rear gives me that brake, and it works, and it's so fun to play with. But as far as the tires go, these are right there with all of the other Jconcepts. I do feel like they're going to be better as they break in, like pretty much all tires. I was running the stock foams here, and I vented them. That's another thing. It's like, when somebody asks me what's the best tire, well, it depends. Are you willing to spend $50 on flubs for them, or are you running stock foams? Like, there's so many variables. So I'm not going to sit here and say these are the best tires ever. They seemed pretty good. They didn't seem like mind-blowing good to me. But as they break in, I think they're going to get better and better. They feel a lot like the Endura mini pins, and I was just kind of okay with those tires. The foams in these tires actually seem to be pretty good. They didn't really seem to fold over right here. This is a pretty rough kind of side hill line. And as you can see, that front's not really folding. The rear's not, which there's not quite as much push on it. But that front right there, a lot of tires will just really fold over there. And these being vented with stock foams, they did really well. So this is actually a tire that you could pick up straight out of the package and run, where most you have to kind of ditch the stock foams immediately. So that's one of my main complaints with the Jconcepts tires, or these were like $55 shipped. They're expensive. A lot of that's the shipping. Jconcepts shipping is just ridiculous for a set of tires. So it kind of helps with that price, because you don't have to go throw another $40 in inserts in them. You can run the stock foams if you want to. This is a pretty heavy truck overall, with the MOAs and the dual servos and everything. So it's not a super light rig, and those tires didn't really seem to fold. So that's a good thing. You can definitely run the stock foams in these, and I would say as the foams break down a little bit, you're probably going to get a better hook. Maybe at that point they'll start to fold a little bit. Right here, I do notice they kind of push off to the left. You'll see here a lot of really good tires that seem to really be hooking will grab that right front there. Part of that, I think, is these axles. these axles, having all the weight in the dead center of the axle, there's a lot of weight on the axle, but it pushes the corners. It seems like I need that weight on the corners, which is one of the benefits of running like a larger wheel with the hangers. That's a whole nother thing. So I'm going to be starting my own MOA build soon, and I can't wait for you guys to see some of the parts going into that. I got a video coming very soon on that. The chassis is going to be sick. I cannot wait to build this thing. So I picked up some 1.8 wheels for it so that I could run the hangers. But then I remembered when I built my old Dementor SS, I had like some 1.8s, and oh my gosh, I freaking hated those things. I hate the look of them, for one. And then you get like barely any sidewall. So they really, the performance kind of sucks in my opinion. It's nice having the big wheel and being able to run the hangers, but I'm not so sure I'm going to go with those. So I may have a set of 1.8 hard park wheels for sale if anybody's interested. I think I'm going to go back down to the 1.3s. It just seems a little better fit for me. It doesn't look awful. You still get a good sidewall, so you can get plenty of squish. Maybe I'll just have to kind of design my own little hangers to cram in there somehow to get a little more weight on the corners. Or we'll just run some golf weight around the inner wheel or something. I don't know, but you can see here on these rocks just going straight up, they hooked up really well. In some places, some they seem to spin a little bit, but I think overall a solid tire, right on par with all of the Jconcepts tires. They're all pretty dang good. As they break in, as I said, they're going to get better and better. Pretty much all of the tires get better as they break in. So I do think Jconcepts has the best compound out there at the moment. And then these foams in here seem to do pretty good. So I'd almost say they have the best foam, stock foam as well. So you're paying the price of $55 for the tires. Kind of evens out if you run the stock foams, I guess. But, you know, an Endura tire, you can get a set for $15 or something probably. So quite a bit of price difference there. So that's kind of up to you. You know, everybody's bank account's a little bit different. So you be the judge. You guys let me know what you think. Who has the best compound out there? LGRP's got pretty good compound too. I'll throw them in there. I kind of forgot them earlier, but they got a decent compound as well. So there's a lot of good tire choices. These are supposed to be a 63 millimeter. They actually measure about 60 millimeter. All the Jconcepts tires are kind of like that. They're a little bit smaller than what they say they are. So they're just a little small for this build, in my opinion, but a pretty solid tire. You'll see going up this, they just walk this easily. So pretty good tire when they can do that. That's really my main kind of test rock. If you go out and it's a good tire, a good compound, it'll just walk up that line. So definitely think these will be good. What do you guys think? You tell me. There's a lot more of you guys with a lot more experience than little old me. So I do want to say thanks to all of the channel members. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. There's some perks and stuff there, and I'm really going to try to ramp up the behind the scenes footage for the channel members. I apologize for not getting a lot in there yet, but we've had some doctor's appointments and stuff. We were out of town last week with that, and so hopefully with summer going on, I've got the kids home, just trying to spend a lot of time with them and all that honey-do list, you know. So hopefully going to be ramping up the RC stuff and getting some more videos out to you guys. There's a lot of really cool RTRs and things coming, so I'll just drop a little hint there, save some money. There's some stuff coming. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, click the bell. That helps more than anything, and I appreciate you guys giving me a little bit of your time. Hope you have a great week. Peace.